Hello everybody, it's BWildcat2 here, back today with some more Chris Deas Road to the Show here in MLB 13 The Show. This is episode 9, and Chris is still with the Chattanooga Lookouts in the Los Angeles Dodgers organization, the AA affiliate for the Dodgers, continuing on here in the month of August. Look at that batting average, 641, 31 homers, 72 runs batted in, taking on the Mississippi Braves here on the road. And that scoreless ball game that you saw just a second ago is scoreless no longer. Over the shrubs in right field. Now that's a blast here in Mississippi. As continuing on here in the Southern League, our 32nd home run of the year. We're nearing up towards the numbers of 35 home runs, 40 home runs, and nearing the 100 RBI marker as Deas rounds the bases on his great at-bat, 34 skill points. That 3-run home run gives his team the lead here early in the game. In fact, it was the first inning. You see the replay here. Chris will just take that hanging breaking ball and devour it practically into the right field bleachers, or over the right field shrubbery and onto the roof or whatever's out there. Now top of the second, 2 on again with 2 out. He's still in 3-0, Chattanooga on top. And Chris is going to line that into right center field. That's a base hit. And that's gonna get that's not gonna be fielded properly by the Braves outfielder out there, allowing another runner to score. So that's 5-0 thanks to the bat of Chris Deas, excuse me. This 2-run double here off of the Braves here in the second inning, as it's already 5-0. As you see the replay here, the double to right field. And now in the top of the 8th inning, we're leading 9-5 it looks like, and Chris is going to hit that into right field past the first baseman. Another hit for Chris, and you'll see it here in just a second. But Chris, this was definitely the best game of his career without you guys realizing it, as this right here is his 5th hit of the game. He's now 5 for 5 tonight on the game, and he's going to head towards second. Can he get in there for a stolen base? And yes, he does indeed get in there. So a stolen base for Chris Deas here in the video. You know I can't go a video without showing you at least my attempts of trying to steal some bases here, at least in AA. You see the replay here. Chris got a pretty good jump, and he got to second base in time, and the hand right in there before the tag. So that is a stolen base indeed for Chris Deas here in this episode. And you'll see he finishes 6 for 6. 2 doubles, another home run, or that home run, 7 RBI. We win 10-6. But more importantly, Chris is your player of the game. And when you go 6 for 6, and if they don't give you the player of the game, then there's got to be something wrong with the game. So, nice game by Chris Deas here in either July. I believe this is July, not August, like I said earlier in the video. I'm sorry about that. That's my error. But 6 for 6 game, 1 run scored, the home run, 7 runs batted in, the stolen base. Look at that OPS though. So we get we get on base every single time we come up to bat, and we make the Southern League AllStar Game. Taking some batting practice here in Miami's ballpark, the beautiful Marlins ballpark. You see a home run in BP up in that upper deck. Not bad. Can he get one more? Yeah. That one looks like it's going to hit the scoreboard, and it won't obviously, but another home run. His second in BP, so he's hit 2 home runs in a major league ballpark, even though they're in batting practice and they don't really count since he's still in AA. But the Southern League All-Star Game, Chris Deas coming up for his, I believe this is his 2nd plate appearance on the night. He's 0 for 1 to this point, I believe. We'll see it here in just a second as he takes his few swings. Yeah, top of the 3rd, it's 1-0. Northern All-Stars on top. And with 2 on and 1 out, he's 0 for 1 thus far. And the first pitch to Chris is hit into right field for a base hit. And that is his first All-Star Game hit here in the in the Southern League AA, in the Southern League All-Star Game, excuse me. Why couldn't I not say that? Anyway, good at bat, 24 skill points for Chris on this single to right field. You'll see a replay here just taking the pitch inside and down and taking it into right field for a base knock and moving the runners to second and third, loading the bases in fact for the next guy. And now 3-0 here in the fourth, 2 out runners at first and second again. 1-0 count. Here comes the pitch to Chris, and it's left over the middle of the plate, over the second baseman's head. That's head towards the wall out there in right center field, and it will indeed go all the way to the wall. And a run will score on this RBI double for Chris, making second and third now with 2 out. A great at bat, 56 skill points. Not bad indeed, Chris Deas. So you see the replay here, taking the pitch where it's given to him and pulling it into the right center field gap and going all the way to the wall, allowing the runner to score and then another runner to head to third. So Chris Deas, not a bad day overall. Now we got a player spotlight, so let's go take a listen at that. Alright, I'll be back, guys.
Back here with our minor league pregame show, I'm Matt Vasgersian getting you ready for Double-A Southern League action tonight as we jump into our Bowman Prospect Spotlight. Chris Dean is highlighted here as he was voted into the Southern League AllStar Game as a starter for his strong first half play. So as a prospect, he's looking promising.
Yeah, no doubt. You always want to get your club's attention when you're a prospect. And while I'm sure the kind of numbers he puts up will be the most important thing, having an all-star game or two in the minors can't hurt you. So I guess we'll see if it has any impact on the way the organization sees him now.
Okay, we're looking forward to this one. Lineups and first pitch on the show coming up next.
So that was a quick game. We went 1 for 4. Not the best day for Chris Deas, but I felt like I should show you the player spotlight now. Here in the second half, we're taking on the Birmingham Barons. Both teams are 14-12. Top of the first with runner on first, scoreless game, 1 out, 1-1 count. Make that scoreless no longer. Over the bleachers in left field, a 2-run Jimmy Jack for Chris Deas, and giving the Lookouts a 2-0 lead now as he hits about, I believe this would be his 32nd or 33rd, maybe his 33rd home run of the season, if I remember right. But he takes a 1-1 curveball over the left field wall and gives the Lookouts a 2-0 lead. A great at bat, 34 skill points for Chris Deas. As we all know about the power, but we're also seeing what looks as if he could be a 5-tool player one of these days with the speed, the contact, the power, and maybe some fielding once we get to the big leagues. But that pitch was not where it needed to be, and Chris did not miss that at all. So top of the third now, 3-2 Chattanooga on top, 0-1 count, nobody out. Chris going to hit that one deep left center field. That one's headed back to the track, to the wall, and off the scoreboard. A home run, his second home run of the game. And Chris, you're out of the baseline. In the real life, I think they would have called him out had he gone that far off the baseline, but obviously he didn't mean to, and it's a video game. So home run, Chris Deas, his second of the game. Good at bat, 20 skill points, and Chattanooga now with a 4-2 lead after that home run by Chris Deas, getting a high five from his teammate, heading back to the dugout. Here's the replay of it. It didn't look like it was going to be gone at first. It looked like it was going to head back and be like a double off the wall, but it kept carrying, and you'll see how high it hit off the scoreboard here. Looked like it hit off the 2 from the first inning home run that he hit. And we ended up winning 5-2 as Chris Deas went 3 for 4 with the 2 homers, and the 3 runs batted in on the day. And you know what that means. Chris Deas, yeah, don't put that baseball card in your bicycle spokes. He's your player of the game, and he deserved it too with the 2 home runs and 3 runs batted in. As you see, the home run from the first inning where he got absolutely every single bit of that one. So a great game for Chris Deas, and the 3 for 4 with the 2 home runs and the 3 runs batted in. And now here we're still in the Birmingham series as you see his performance on the day. We're jumping into the third game of this 5-game set as I believe here with the Chattanooga Lookouts, he's going to take this first pitch into right center field, and that's headed to the wall. That's going to be off the wall for Chris, and it will be a double here in the first inning. So Chris standing on second base, good at bat, 17 skill points after that double. You'll see the replay here in just a second. Just taking the pitch opposite way off the right center field wall, and it went for a double here. You'll see it here in just a second, or maybe you won't. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Now top of the sixth, we're up 6-0 now. Nobody out. The first pitch is hit into left field. That's a base hit for Chris. Another hit on the day. And he stands on first base after that nice base knock there. Good at bat. 12 skill points for Chris. And as he gets some words from his first base coach, you'll see the replay. Just the fastball over the middle of the plate into left field. And that's a base hit knock for Chris Deas. And he's on first. And now with nobody out, he's going to take off for second base. And the throw down is not in time. He's going to steal that base. His second stolen base of the episode. So if you've been keeping track at home, that's 2 home runs and 2 stolen bases now in this one for Chris. So we're dead even as we near the end of this video. Just taking the pitch was the batter. And Chris went to second base on the stolen base. Got in there just safely. So that's going to do it now for Chris Deas. I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. And come back for episode 10 as we continue on with the Chattanooga Lookouts here in AA. As you saw, that was the last little bit of gameplay for this episode. This is the final game. We go 2 for 5 in a 4-3 victory. So come back for episode 10. It looks promising. Can we finally get called up to AAA? We'll find out next time. Thanks for watching, guys. See ya.